In today's video, not so keen on your oral tests? Well, let's see what we can do about that. Hello, Michael here at Making Music, and today we are talking another one of my favorite subjects, oral tests. That's right, I know a lot of you probably don't like them very much, but look, they're here to stay. Not a lot we can do about it, so you might as well just learn to love them. Look, there's many reasons why people don't like them. Most of the time it's because they don't want to do the singing part, or they're just not very good at them. So today what we're doing, covering off some fundamentals that you can do that's really going to help you get a grip on your oral tests. Okay, before we do, as always, you know the drill by now. A million more ways to play music, a million more ways to go about it. My advice is based on my education, bachelor's degree from Trinity, master's degree from Royal College, and I've been teaching and playing professionally for 20 years. Hope you find something you like. If you do, great. If you don't, hey, that's okay too. Whatever you do, please leave me a comment, like the video, and please subscribe. You know it means a lot to me. It means I can keep making these videos. So stop the video just for a second, and then subscribe. And then come straight back. Okay, right. What we're gonna do. So first and foremost, I'm gonna read you a little blurb from the associated board here. It's a little bit. Anyway. Why do we do oral tests? Okay, well, I think this sums it up quite nicely. Listening lies at the heart of all good music making. Developing oral awareness is fundamental to musical training because having a musical ear impacts on all aspects of musicianship. By integrating oral activities in imaginative ways throughout the lesson, preparation for the oral tests within an exam will be a natural extension of what is already an essential part of the learning experience. Yeah, a bit waffly, a bit associated board language really, isn't it? But look, it's what it's basically trying to say is you gotta listen, right? It's you gotta listen. So whether you're playing with somebody else or even by yourself, look, if you're playing with somebody else, you've got to listen to what they're doing, so they listen to what you're doing, or else it's just gonna be, well, cacophony of, it wouldn't work, would it? Even by yourself. Playing by yourself, you should be listening. You've got to listen, or else how are you going to evaluate how you're playing? How you know you're getting better? How will you recognize a mistake if you're not listening to what you're doing? Okay? So look, the oral tests are not there to trip you up. They are not there to be a nuisance. They're there to see if you are able to communicate musically, and then have you understood what is being communicated to you. Get it? Kind of? Alright. Enough waffling, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. Look, so as always, there'll be a top tip at the end, but today I'm doing another top tip right at the beginning because this top tip is so top of fundamentals of the whole subject that I've got to put it in right here at the beginning. The top tip for this one is listen. That's right, listen. Listen to me. Okay, yeah, listen to me. Listen to your teacher, of course, yeah. No, listen to music, particularly classical music. Don't go listening to, well, listen to pop music and whatever other music you want to, of course, that's fine. I've never had anything against that. But listen to classical music. Why? Because that's what the oral tests are based on, and I'll show you in each one of the different areas how listening to music is really going to help you with your understanding and answering the questions in the exam. Okay, right, so what we are focusing on today is really the lower grades, like 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1 to 3. Either one works. From 1 to 3. We can cover off some of the, all the good stuff in the higher grades. You know, you've got modulations, cadences, all that good stuff. But this video is going to be far too long if we try and cover off absolutely everything in one go. So we're sticking with the first few grades, because that really is like the fundamentals of everything, really, if you know what I mean. Okay. And the first test we are doing is the clapping along while the examiner's playing. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You know the one. The one that most people generally think is okay. Okay, so yeah, everyone, a bit of clapping, fine. Can you clap along? Can you spot beats? Can you spot the strong beat? And can you say whether it's in 2, 3, or 4 time at the end? Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Okay. Obviously, listen to the strong beats and how many beats in between are you doing? Like 1, 2, out that first clap. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You get the idea. How are you going to get better at this? Yeah, I'm going to say it again. Listen to more music. The more that you listen to, the more you can start to spot these things, and the more it just becomes ingrained in your brain. So listen to classic FM or whatever classical music you find, and see, can you figure out, is it in 2, 3, or 4 time? The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. Simple as that. Now the next bit. I know. Who we're going to the singing? No, not the dreaded singing. Can you sing back as an echo? Ooh, there's a squirrel outside. What's he doing in my garden? Stealing something from my... What? Where did he get that nut from? Okay, back to oral test. Okay, so we're singing. I know this is the bit that most people absolutely don't like, and yeah, I get it. But look, again, it's about communication. It is not about going in there and doing an Andrea Bocelli recital, okay? What accent is that one? I have no idea. What a stupid accent. Look, no one is expecting you to come in as an opera singer and give a recital, okay, and sound amazing. No, it's not about that. It's just, can you listen and sing back, okay? And again, what should you do to get better at this? Listen. That's right. So listen to more classical music and just try it out when you listen to bits and pieces. So you hear a dun 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 dun. Can I sing that back? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I can sing that back. Obviously not. Probably don't want to do that one because you probably know that one. But any music you don't know, obviously just try and sing it back. You only need a little bit. The more you can listen, understand, and sing it back, the better you will be at your oral test. Simple, isn't it? Right, next bit. Okay, the next bit is about identifying a change in a little bit, whether that be rhythmic change or melodic change, pitch change. Yeah, and again, it's just a case of listening and telling them where that change occurred. What can you do to make this better? Again, I'm going to say it. Listen to more music. When you're listening to something, when the melody comes back, has the composer changed it slightly? A lot of stuff you'll be listening to will probably be in sonata form anyway, whether that be symphonies or sonatas, you know, for whatever instrument or what have you. So very, very common. And so the theme will come back time and time again. Has it been changed in any way? So listen out for that. Other than that, look, there's a million resources out there that you can find. I'm not going to list them all. I'm not going to tell you all my favorites. It's up to you. There's so many more resources now for you to practice this kind of stuff out there, whether it be on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet for that matter, or in books and all the rest of it. So go find some resources, ask your teacher what they think is good, and use it. We can cover that off in another video if there's enough interest in that. But yeah, I'll get some other resources and just practice that. But again, listen. Okay, and now the final bit of the oral exam. I think it's pretty much does it all the way through, all the grades, doesn't it? It's where the examiner plays a piece of music and you listen and you have to answer some questions at the end, and they encourage you to use Italian terms. Okay, musical terms, that is, not anything different. Not bene, or I can't speak Italian, but you know what I mean. So it's pretty straightforward. Generally speaking, they will tell you what they want you to listen out for. Okay, and then they'll ask you some questions about it afterwards. Again, I've got to say, guys, go away and listen to some more music, and then just ask yourself the question. Right, pick one subject. You know, dynamics. Is it loud or soft? Did it get louder or softer? Is it louder or softer at the beginning or at the end? Were there any crescendos or diminuendos? See what I mean? Articulation. Let's pick that one instead. Was the music mainly legato or staccato? Was there any changes to that? Did it start off legato? You get the drill, right? You know, other things as well. Tempo. Did the tempo change at all? Is it major, minor? You know, when you start then going up into the higher grades with modulations, cadences, all the rest of that good stuff. So yeah. What I would simply do is, like I say, listen to more music as you're out and about, or when you're sitting at home, whatever, have it in the background, just ask yourself those simple questions. Is it, you know, is the dynamics like this? Is the speed like this? Is the articulation like that? Etc., etc., etc. And of course, do it with your teacher as well, and they'll tell you whether the answers that you're formulating are any good for the exam. Okay, and that just leaves us enough time for our top tip today. like I said, our top tip, top is listen. Go away and listen. But if you want another top tip, well, I'm going to give you one anyway. Take responsibility for your own learning. What? But my teachers, no, it's not your teacher's job to take responsibility for your own learning. It's yours. Don't care what age you are, it is your responsibility to take care for your own learning. I appreciate obviously it's the teacher's job to show you and to show you the door, so to speak, but only you can walk through the door, show you the path, and you've got to walk the path. Whatever analogy you want, put it in there, okay? But it's your job to take responsibility for it. So, you might be going to your lesson every week and your teacher's going through the oral tests with you and you're going, oh dear, here comes the singing bit, please, 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 please. Or here comes the recognizing a change, please, 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 just get it right, please, please get it right, please, right. And you go, so was it a melodic or a rhythmic? She goes, rhythmic? Yes, well done, you got it right. Okay, on to the next bit. You go, phew, I dodged a bullet there. I got through it this week, and then you're just waiting next till next. Don't have to do that again for a whole nother week. You're not really taking responsibility here. So your teacher thinks you're okay with it because you got the answer right, but only you know that you weren't confident with it. Does that make sense? Only you know how you felt answering that question. If you're there going, I'm not really sure about this. Yes, well then you got it right. Oh, phew, thank goodness for that. No, it's not going to work, because then when you get to the exam, you can guarantee you're going to get it wrong on that day, because sod's law, yeah. So if you're not confident with something, take responsibility for it. Tell your teacher, look, I know I got it right, but I still don't feel confident enough with this. I'm not sure that I'm going to get it right every time I'm asked that kind of question. So can we please do that a few more times? We'll do a few more examples. Or what can I work on by myself to make myself feel more confident with that next time round? Of course, you can do, like I said, in Mason Poets, listen to more music. Squirrel is back. What is he doing in my garden? Digging it up. Dun, dun, dun. What is he doing? I'm gonna have to, yeah, enough about squirrels. So yeah, look, listen to more stuff, obviously. It's gonna help you with pretty much everything in the oral test. But yeah, ask them, say, well, look, what can I do from one week to another to make sure I'm getting better at it? A little quick story, for my grade 8 bassoon, I wasn't actually doing any oral tests with my bassoon teacher because I was always doing them with my piano teacher. So she kind of went, oh, well, you're doing them with your piano teacher, you're fine with them, so we're not going to bother in the lessons. We only had a shorter lesson anyway, so, well, not as long a lesson as having a piano lesson, because that was, anyway, it doesn't matter. So we didn't bother with them in the lesson, which was a bit of a mistake, because in my grade 8 bassoon, I actually failed that part of the exam. Stupid. Thankfully, everything else made up for it, so I still got my distinction. However, it's just, just leaving it to chance. It's just stupid, easy marks. Easy marks I just threw away because I didn't take responsibility for my own learning, right? So don't leave it to chance, guys. Take responsibility. Remember the first top tip, listen. So vitally important. So other than that, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.